Hi guys, for today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made 3 pillows, well, pillow covers and pillows, I guess, on the dime basically, because pillowcases and pillows are quite expensive, like decorative pillows. So I'm going to be showing you how I created these wonderful, beautiful pillows using an old pillowcase for one, a blanket for the other, and then just a white flat sheet for the third one. So here's the first one that I'm doing, and I had this pillowcase that I actually picked up at the thrift store. I like the checkered pattern, and I picked it up for, I believe it was $3 for 2 of them, so super, super cheap. And I'm just going to be cutting it to the size that I need to make my pillow. And then I'm going to attempt to use my sewing machine. I have had this sewing machine for several years, and it's very intimidating for me to use it. So I've decided that today is the day that I'm going to use it, and it turned out really well. After a few kerfuffles, I had broken the needle, so then I had to call my mom. So the embarrassing part is that my mom is a seamstress, and she's tried to teach me how to sew, and I can't for the life of me learn. So then I had to call my mom, and we had to FaceTime so that she could tell me how to put the needle back in. I had YouTubed a video on how to thread it because she's tried to teach me and I can't seem to learn. So I did a step-by-step tutorial on YouTube, and I did it a few times until I got the hang of it. Then I had a piece of the machine fall off. I don't know how it happened, but so I had to call my mom again. And the problem is I don't know what these things are called, and me and my mom speak a different language to each other, so she knows how they're called in Slovak, but not in English. So then that was the other problem. So it's not like I can just Google it and say, because I don't know what the thingy is. So so anyway, after I got all that fixed, then the sewing part was fine. So last time I attempted sewing was in grade 7 and 8 in home ec class. So that was a very, very, very long time ago. So anyway, but I'm really happy with the way they turned out. It's not straight. It's not perfect by any means, but it is good enough for me. So my name is Vesna. If you have not been to my channel before, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. On my channel, you can find lots of trash to treasures, DIYs, thrift flips, upcycling, and any kind of furniture painting. I love all of that kind of stuff. I love theme decor, and my style is pretty kind of farmhousey, rustic, shabby chic type of style, although I'll do some other things as well, but that's mostly what you can find on my channel. For Halloween, I like to get a little bit funky and create some funky things, but overall, that's what you can expect from my channel. So I try to do it all: painting, sewing, wood burning, cricket, all sorts of things. So I try to try all sorts of different things, and I do this all for my home right now because we moved into a bigger house from our old house, so I need lots of decor items, and I always want to do them on a budget, so a lot of my stuff is on the budget. So if that's the kind of stuff you like, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and so you can see more of my videos. So what I'm doing with the right now is I'm going to be stuffing the pillows. So right now I'm just folding over the edges because I didn't cut them the nicest. So I'm just folding them over so that I could do a straight, like a straight sew across, so that way it looks neat. And I'm using the bobby pins to help me so I don't lose my shape. And then I'm going to close it shut almost all the way, just leaving a little bit open so that I could put my stuffing in. The stuffing that I'm using is just from an old pillow that I had that was falling apart, so I just took the stuffing out and I put it in here. I was thinking of making maybe uh, like a pillow cover, but because the pillow was just a little bit differently shaped than this one, I thought the stuffing would be better. And I actually didn't wind up filling all of it with all of the stuffing. I wound up having some extra stuffing for other projects. So once I completed the sewing and the stuffing, this is what it turned out like. I really, really love it. I was going to put either fall or something like that using my Cricut, but then when I saw it finished, I love the way it is as is, and I'm just leaving it this way. I think it's beautiful. It's got that fall vibe, but it could also be used at any time of the year. I could use it in my Christmas decor, I could use it in my fall decor, or even in my summer. So love it. So for the next one, so for my next one, I'm just using this white fitted sheet. I had cut off a piece that was as big as the pillow that I needed, well, two pieces, and I'm going to sew all of the sides together. Now, from my last project, I remembered that you should sew inside out and then flip it over so that way the edges always look nice. So that's what I'm doing now. As you can see, I didn't do the best job cutting. So it'll be nice to have those clean edges. And you can see that I've taken apart the sewing machine now. Well, not apart, I just took that little drawer out, but it's because I was fixing it. So I just left it open. So again, I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and tight, not too loose, not too tight, but just nice and tight so I can get a straight edge. I should have bobby pinned this as well, but I didn't. So I'm just pushing it through. And I always, whenever I start off the sewing, this is what my mom used to do, is you start off like going towards you, then you reverse it, and then you go back towards you to make a stronger stitch, I guess. And that you do that at the beginning and at the end. Now this white pillowcase will be a pillow cover, and the pillow that I'm using are actually the outdoor pillows from Dollar Tree. They are a really fun, nice square shape. They're not too fluffy, not too soft, and they're super durable. So I'm using that one, and I have a whole bunch of them, and I just put pillowcases over top of them. So I have Christmas themed ones that I bought. Maybe this year I'll attempt to make some. And then you'll see me make this Halloween one. So for this one, I'm actually leaving a majority of the bottom part open because I'm going to do kind of like what pillows um, that you sleep on have, it like where you fold it in. So that's what I'm doing with this one. And here I'm just going to cut off the whatever little parts that have some thread sticking out, and I'm just fixing it up and it is ready to go. Then I'm going to go ahead and design my Halloween design on my Cricut. So I found this free SVG online and I cleaned it up and put this, and I'm going to heat press this on my Cricut. I'm using heat transfer vinyl. Remember, anytime you do heat transfer vinyl, you have to mirror the image and make sure that you put the shiny side down when you're cutting it and then the matte side down when you're pressing it on. So originally I put it on backwards, but I didn't heat press it. I just looked at it and I saw that it didn't look right. So, and then I put these copper, I believe, Teflon sheets on top that I got off of Amazon, and I have my little heat press little mat underneath as well. And then just in between the pillow, because it's a pillowcase, so in between I put another Teflon sheet just so it doesn't stick together in case. And my heat transfer vinyl said to do 180 degrees for 15 seconds. So I'm just doing it in sections so that way it sticks. You don't want to do it too hot because sometimes that might melt the vinyl, but then you don't want to do it too little because it won't stick. It is one of the vinyls that you remove when it's still warm, and there we have it. So this is what it turned out, all finished with a pillow inside. I think it is so cute. I love this design. I've seen many pillows with this, and I think they are fantastic. And again, it cost me nothing because I always have these flat sheets, I think I said fitted, but they're flat sheets that come with the sheet set. And I usually never use these because we just have duvet covers. And so they just kind of sit in my closet, and I thought, why not use it for this? It's white, it's perfect. And finally, for my last pillow, I have this blanket that I bought at the thrift store. Again, it was about $7 and it's quite a big blanket. I already used it for a pumpkin project and now I'm going to be using it for a pillow. And again, I'm making those long pillows instead of like it's a rectangle pillow instead of a square pillow. And this one I'm going to be making it as a pillow cover that I'm going to be closing all the way. So I kind of have three different ways of making the pillow for you guys. So this is a pillow cover, but I've closed it all the way. So if I want to change it up, I'd have to um, open it up. So this video is a part of the Chic for Cheap craft challenge. So it is hosted by Christy from Christy Creates, and her co-host this month is Wendy from White Sparrow Living. If you have not had a chance to check out these ladies, make sure you check them out. Super amazing channels. They're super creative. I will have their videos linked in my description below. As well, make sure you check out the playlist because there's going to be tons of amazing inspirations for on the budget home decor. And that's what the purpose of this challenge is. It's for you to create something that would otherwise be quite expensive and create it for, a lot cheaper. So that's why I've chosen to do pillowcases because they can get quite expensive pillows or pillowcases that are quite expensive. So that's why I've chosen to do that because I've made them on the cheap and they're quite chic. This was not a sewing tutorial, so I didn't show you the angle of me sewing because I'm not an expert, so you watching me sew, you're not going to learn anything. You could totally, if you didn't want to sew, you could use a hot glue gun and it would be give you the same result. I've been wanting to learn how to sew, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do that. So I didn't want to bore you with the entire sewing process, just a little bit. But here is the completed piece. I love the way it turned out. I think it looks fantastic. And I think it's just that right Halloween feel that I'm going for. So here are all three pillows together. I love them so much. I couldn't be happier with the way they turned out. If you like them as well, make sure you hit that like button. And consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see more of my videos. I am going to have a trash to treasure video coming out tomorrow and a DIY video on Thursday, so make sure you check those out. I may have one more video, just not sure yet. So make sure you come back and check out my videos, especially if you like this one. There'll be more like this. And check out the playlist, check out the hosts, and take a look at these videos that I'm recommending for you at the end screen here. And also make sure you're paying attention to the top of the screen because I have little videos that I recommend for you pop up. It might be something that you're interested in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave me a comment below. Tell me which pillow is your favorite. And also tell me if you have anything funny that's happened to you when you're sewing. Have a safe day and bye bye.